Hello everyone, this is Rupert83 continuing with the Super Mario Bros. 2 All-Stars tutorial. This one will cover World 4. The first two levels are in the any % no save and quit route, also with the all levels route, and the third level is just for the all levels route. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, 4-1 is the first level in World 4. We're going to pick Toad for this one. He's the optimal character because of his speed. One thing to keep in mind when doing these ice levels is as soon as you spawn, you want to jump immediately so that you get to full speed quicker. Since the ice is slippery, you accelerate kind of slowly if you just stay on the ground. The first thing you want to do here is you want to pick up the first guy you come to, ideally. And it can get a little tricky. You can accidentally over jump him or under jump him. So what I do is as soon as I start the level, I do 3 jumps, 1, 2, 3. And then you should be able to land right where you need to be to pick them up. So pick them up and jump over to this next platform here. For this one, I do a full jump so I can clear the 2 guys below. And then through the rest of this section, it's just kind of watch out where they're at and just jump over them as needed. And then when you get here, just throw the guy away, pick up that plant for the rocket, and it'll take you to the upper section. So when you get to this section, pick up the shy guy from the cannon here and jump on top of those. So for this one right here, it's a little tricky, but you can get some practice in it and pull this off. So jump from this middle of the first 3 that's grouped here. And if you jump late enough on it, you can actually clear and get to this top one and then do another full jump off of that so you can clear the guys below. And then for this one, I do a little bit of a turn back jump to make that to clear that a little more easily. And then you've got a little set of stairs here with a shy guy and a cannon. I do a little turn back jump to make that jump easier to get around him. And then full jump off that platform and then do another little, either hesitate a little bit or do another turn back jump. So you can clear him, pick up the orb, and that's pretty much it for 4-1. Moving on to 4-2, the first one we're going to do with Toad to do the any % route, which will warp you to World 6. So let's go ahead and pick Toad on this one. We'll get started. This is a fairly tricky level to do quickly. So we'll just climb up the vine here. And once you get to this section, you want to try to pick up the first Bezo you get to. This one here. And going through this next section, this may take some practice to get this down, but the pattern should be the same. As long as you're moving at full speed, the Bezo pattern should be the same, and you can duck under some of these. So once you get to this section, you'll jump over the first 2 and then duck, and then you got 2 of these guys, and then you'll get another pattern like that where you duck under it. And then when you get to the edge of this platform, you can do a little duck jump there and slide under him, and 1 more duck, and then you can go into the door for the next section. Like I said, that will take some practice to become comfortable with that. And then once you get to the next section, a lot of players find this fairly difficult to begin with because you don't have a lot of room for error to jump off the tails. But what you want to do is you just want to run full speed, jump off the tails, and yes, you'll get touched by the water spouts there. So just jump up the couple of platforms. Don't forget to pick up the potion here because you're going to need that. And then just kind of make your way through this. Do some little turn back jumps if it helps you. You can kind of figure out your own way to get through this. So for the section here, this is where the warp zone is. And I'd recommend holding the potion till you actually get up next to the pipe, because if you try to be quick and throw it early, you have a risk of it bouncing off the side and dropping into the water, which is not exactly a good thing. Okay, now let's do 4-2 for the full level. And once again, we'll pick Toad for this. Since I already slowed down the first section with the Bezos, I'm not going to slow that one down again for this, as it's pretty much the same thing. So go into the door. So for this section, a little bit different. The first part of it's the same. Just run on the tails and jump. And when you get to the first snippet here, I like to stop and pick him up so I can run faster. And then this part's kind of tricky, and that'll probably take you a bit to get down. but ultimately you want to get up top here so you can run across the icy platform, throw the sniffet away, and pick up the rocket. We'll go to the upper section. Make sure you don't try to pick up any of the cherries in the last section, because you'll actually want to be able to pick up all of them in this section. So pick up this little cherry here and pick up the Shy Guy from the cannon, and then just ride the cannon across and you'll pick up the other 4 cherries, and you'll see a star spawn down there. So just keep riding the cannon until you can safely land on the star, and then just book it into the door here. Then do a charge jump on top of the platform and just jump straight into Birdo. You get a nice insta kill, pick up the orb, and that's it for 4-2. Moving on to 4-3, we want to pick Luigi for this one. So we'll go ahead and pick Luigi. Start the level, just climb up the ladder, go into the door. Birdo's going to shoot an egg here. You want to be on the right hand side of Birdo for when the egg shoots, and you got to ride the egg across the water here. And when you get close to the edge, you can jump there. And then when you get to the edge of this platform, just do a full jump and go into the second door. And in this room, just pick up the orb, go into the door. So there's a consistent setup for this boss fight that I want to go over that makes your life a lot easier if you can actually get this down. So it's actually worth it to actually practice this strat. So what you want to do is, as soon as you get into the room, you want to pick up the mushroom block that's on the left that you land on. And when you pick up these mushroom blocks, or at least the first 2 that you pick up, when you pick it up, you also want to be holding down B, or the jump button, as the mechanics let you be a little more floaty, and it helps you from actually falling down through, because you want to stay up top. So you want to pick up the first one and move back over to the right and stand on the middle block on this right platform, so that when you throw the mushroom block down, it'll land on the rightmost block. And you should be able to hit Fry Guy with that first block here. So as soon as you do that, pick up the second one, and also remember to hold B when you pick it up, and try to grab it sort of close to the edge, and then jump on top of the first mushroom block. So when Fry Guy gets to about right here, you want to start rapidly throwing both of the mushroom blocks. So throw the one you're holding to the right, and then immediately pick up the other one and throw it. So what you're trying to do here is you're trying to get Fry Guy, the small fireballs, stuck between the mushroom blocks and the wall, so that they all fall into the same place. And if you do that correctly, as shown here, you can just quickly pick up a mushroom block from the bottom and kill all 4 of them with 1 block. So this is a strat that's definitely worth practicing, and it makes your life a lot easier when you learn how to do that. But that should wrap it up for World 4. And that wraps up this video. I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you found it informative. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. If you would like to see my live content, head on over to twitch.tv/Rupert83. I stream most days starting around 10 p.m. Eastern. Thank you.